It's been a while, but I think today we're finally gonna figure out our issue. Now, if you guys are not caught up, this Mustang, we supercharged it a couple weeks ago, but we've been having an issue where we're getting a fuel cut and pretty much the car has been reading false knock. Now we've decided to go back to square one. So what we ended up doing is we ordered brand new knock sensors because it's come to my attention that knock sensors can be quite fragile and a little bit finicky if they're not torqued down correctly. Somewhere along the process, I think that we must have crushed the original knock sensors in the car when installing them, which is why they're faulting out and not reading correctly. So what I've done is we've gone ahead and just ordered new knock sensors, but knock sensors for the S550 have been back ordered from Ford for like the past month. So it took us a while to get them, but they are finally in, and we are starting to disassemble the whole entire blower and all the supercharger system to get to the knock sensors, which are located on top of the block. As you can see here, we've already started removing some of the blower. Calvin right now is taking off the last final piece without trying to take apart everything inside. Our knock sensors are actually located right underneath this on the left and right hand side. All we're gonna do is just remove them and install our new knock sensors, make sure they are torqued down to the exact Newton meter specs that is provided in the instructions, reassemble everything, and pretty much cross our fingers and hope that that fixes our issue. Luckily, we were actually able to kind of hold this out of the way. Shouts out to Calvin. I just went ahead and removed one of the knock sensors. As you can see, there's one right there and one located right here. I just unbolted this one, and this is one of the knock sensors we're going to be replacing. So I'll put this one off to the side. So I'll go ahead, put this boy back in, and we will make sure that it's torqued down correctly this time. This is more or less the easy part. Make sure that it's orientated correctly. Oriented.
The instructions tell us 20 to 30. We're gonna go ahead and do 20 Newton meters just so we make sure that we don't break anything.
Both knock sensors are officially replaced. We were able to do it without having to disconnect all these hoses and drain all these fluids. Calvin did majority of that work while I was getting ready this morning, so huge shout out to Calvin. Also, this is a good time to say that this Thursday.
A shout out? What?
8 p.m. baby.
8 p.m. Thursday. I said Friday. TJ wrote Thursday. There was a lot of things. I'll tell you on stream. I'll tell you why we said Friday. You have to be there to find out though.
I will say, I love this car. This car has really made me love Ford so much more owning this car. And although since we've had it, we've had, you know, a fair bit of little issues that all have related to these knock sensors, everything about this car is just amazing and super, super great. And I would love to inform you guys that at the end of this video, I'm gonna order us a real shift knob. We have a random shift knob that's on there right now that does not fit the car at all. Like, it sits very, very high, but I'm gonna order a GT350 shift knob to really bring it all together. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've done it. So this leads to the scary part of the video, Calv.
Where we turn it on?
Well, we turn it on and we test, and if it does the same problem, I'll be pretty upset, but let's believe here, let's believe. I'm gonna go ahead and give her a start and we'll see how she goes. We have no fault codes. I don't see Calvin freaking out up front. Seems to me like we did a good job. Now the only thing left to do is let this thing warm up and take her out for a rip. Are you nervous? Or are you...
Not at all, baby.
You're confident?
I'm confident. That was the only thing that it could possibly have been.
To give you guys a slight recap, if you did not see our dyno video, the too long didn't read version is when we did a dyno pull with the knock sensors plugged in, our pull was choppy and fuel cut when we got to red line, therefore never letting us reach our max power. When we did unplug the knock sensors, the car ran beautifully up until about 4,500 RPM. Then the car noticed there was no knock sensors, put the car in limp mode and fuel cut. But when we had them disconnected, it was a perfect arrow all the way up and it ran beautifully. Now the car does run fine with our old knock sensors. The car only acted up when you really mash on the throttle and really push the car. Other than that, you would never have noticed there was anything wrong with the car. The real test we'll have to do here is to really give the car some juice and see how she behaves. Hopefully, we get no fuel cuts and the car doesn't feel like it's running all choppy. It should feel 100% smooth. I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know if I believe.
You don't believe, Teach?
I've never had an experience with knock sensors, and And I guess I should talk about this too. I also called one of our OG shops that has always helped us in the past, HG Motorsports, and I explained to them their issue. And immediately, because I called them to help, I'm like, guys, I don't know, I can't figure this out. What do I do? And they said they think it's the knock sensors. We've been told that they can oftentimes be pretty finicky. I can't imagine something so minuscule could do so much. Yeah. But I've been wrong plenty of times before. Yeah, man, I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit nervous here because I want this car to finally be at its full form.
I do think it makes sense though. I do think it makes sense because sensors nowadays are like are measured by like hair strands of metal, and if you squish it just a little bit, your resistance is just that off. Does it feel the same? Any different so far?
I gotta be honest, it could be a little butt dyno, but even just in low gear, I feel like there's more torque.
A little butt dyno?
It could all be in my head, but it definitely, I do feel like it's a bit more torquey.
To be fair, you don't believe. So like a little butt dyno goes a long way, Tej.
Yeah, I agree. Usually the butt dyno doesn't mean shit.
But you don't believe.
When I don't believe, I feel like it has a little bit of... Alright, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So, I'll let you know if I feel anything. I'll let you know if we get a check engine light. If we get a check engine light, that means it didn't work and we're back to square one.
Rip.
Okay?
Yep.
We're gonna do a second gear, full throttle.
Check engine light.
Check engine light.
Ripperino. Rip.
Damn it. I don't know, man. I don't know what our issue is. Unfortunately, we were not successful again. I called our boys over at HG Motorsports, and before we do our last ditch efforts on getting their help, what they did recommend, changing the gapping on the spark plug. Now it says in the instructions to gap these to 0.9 millimeters, which everyone that we've told to always says that that is really, really large for a forced induction car. We're actually gonna bring it down just a little bit to 0.610 millimeters to see if that helps us out at all. It's a long shot, it's definitely a shot in the dark, but it might just help us figure out what's going on. And it may just be the issue. For whatever reason, that's what Roush recommends to do, but for every single one that I've talked to, everyone says that seems a little bit too much. This might be the issue, it might not, but at this point, I'm willing to try anything.
New gap, new me?
So I mean, like from the start, everyone's been saying the gap was way too big. I don't really know if that's the case at this point, but we'll find out here in a second. We're at our new gapping. It's quite a bit smaller. Oh my God. Okay, so consistent pull, wasn't choppy, didn't fuel cut. Let's try this again.
One more time.
Question mark.
May the crowd killers look down upon us.
Second gear pull, see if we get any weird. Bro, I think we have her. What? No.
Alright, you're gonna have to drive it home. Drive it around, see.
I mean, it works.
Hell yeah.
It's smooth, it's consistent, way too fast to be something from factory.
A set of spark plugs, a set of knock sensors, and a tune later, it was the spark plugs. It was the gapping.
It's the gapping.
They are,
and that's what they said from the start. But that's what the instructions said.
Uh-oh. Are we back to the instructions? Following the instructions, TJ, everybody. I followed the instructions like TJ. TJ followed the instructions like TJ, and look at where we are.
With the car running the way it's supposed to now, I just gave it a brief little wash. And I'm also, if you can't tell, it looks like it stopped. I did the air bomb from Maguire, so we're trying to make this thing smell nice and brand new again. You know how I've been telling you guys for the longest time that we were gonna build out this room and have construction in it? We're in the Hunt and Code room where we do all of our packaging and fulfillment and shipping and all of that stuff. These are all orders that still need to go out. Those who did our pre-order shippings, those are finally coming in this week. I'm sorry it's taken so long, but all those pre-orders and the rest of your orders are gonna be shipped out probably right when we get back from Philly, which is a good time to briefly interrupt this to say that this Saturday we're gonna be at Philly Tuner Evo. All the ticket information will be linked down below. You can use my code TJ and save yourself discounts. Of course, we're bringing the beers in. We're gonna gonna have a pop-up shop, and the first like 200 people get an opportunity to win a bunch of free stuff from Maguire's, but we're also gonna bring one more car. And this is the first time that we've brought in 2 cars to a location, and this is the first time that this car has ever even been this far. So we're not only bringing the BRZ, but we're gonna bring one more car in person. This is a big incentive for those to come out to the Tuner Evo Philly show. We are not going to New York this year. If you're even in the New York area, I would suggest making the drive to Philly to come out to the show, because it's gonna be a banger for sure. But we finally finished our construction in this room. Are you guys ready for this? Ba 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 da 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 da. I don't know what that song was, but we finally knocked this wall down. So that room right there is what used to be the podcast room, our studio room, because everything here is growing and we just didn't have any space. And as you guys know, when we do Honeyco drops, these boxes stack all the way up this wall and it just gets kind of overcrowding. Well, we finally had this wall knocked down to create a lot more room. So now when we have our fulfillment station through here, we're able to get a big long table here and be able to package and have more people package at the same time and get everything done. So really hyped on that. It took only a couple days, but it took us a long time to find scheduling where we could kind of have everything cleared out. So it's been kind of a mission, but look how much room there is in here now. On the other side of this wall is the office for the room, and we need to take all this stuff off. This is from the podcast setup, but making moves, making progress, super excited about that, but that's pretty cool. It's really trippy not having this wall here, because I like feel like I'm in the podcast room and I walk on this way and I'm like coming through another dimension. I don't know, it's weird, but I'm excited that that's all knocked down and ready to go. So big ups on that, big ups on that. Made it home with no issues. The car is running exactly how it should be.
Wow, it's in the garage and I just don't even care.
What?
How
can you say that?
There was a time when I would dream of Mustangs. Literally.
You still do.
I don't.
Now that we have one, you just don't care anymore? I don't understand.
I mean, it looks pretty good.
It looks pretty good. That's like one of the best looking cars, in my opinion. I love that
I
car.
can hose you right now, but I'm not going to.
I don't even know what that means, bro.
You used to say all the time,
Okay, stop.
Mustangs aren't even that cool.
They are cool.
Now you're over here.
Okay, now that I own one,
Show them
I
how good.
love the car.
Hey, who cares about Mustangs?
This is my first time getting Poway, and I have to be honest, I'm a little wary of it. Like, how is Poway gonna stand against Panda Express?
Oh.
The ultimate. Panda Express is like the ultimate. I've never had Poway before. Calvin loves Poway.
It was 40 times better then. So, what's the consensus? 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10.
I mean,
You compared it to Panda, which is a sin, but
okay. Well, I've never had
Compared to
I've never had
Panda.
Kung Pao from Panda before, so I love Panda.
what's your
Panda's-
fortune? Okay, no one cares. What's your fortune?
You will get what your heart desires.
Oh, that's awkward. You already have me.
A new wide body kit.
Did you open this cookie?
I just opened it. Read your fortune.
Why'd you put it back like this?
Oh, I didn't. It came like that.
So it broke already.
It did break already.
It's bad luck.
It's not bad luck.
I don't want to read it out loud.
Why? I don't understand.
It says you'll get anal tonight. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Don't put that in.
Your parents watch these videos.
No, I don't.
Yes, they do. And then they text me when you say shit like that. Emotions can be sweet and sour, so can your meal. Wow, that was stupid.
I know. That's why I said I want to read it.
What the fuck, Poway? I want a refund. Alright, what does it say?
Read it.
What does it say? Dude, I just opened one and didn't come with one. Are you kidding me?
It's right here.
No, I already read this one. Dude, I just opened up a fortune cookie and it didn't have a fortune. What does that mean about my fortune? Wow, that was aggressive.
I'm trying to get your attention. New and rewarding opportunities will soon develop for you. Maybe they already have. And nobody knows about them.
So as I promised earlier in the video, what the hell is wrong with you? As I promised earlier in the video, I'm gonna order a shift knob today because we need a new shift knob for the Mustang. I have one in there right now, but it doesn't fit, and I don't know why I haven't gotten a new shift knob, but at this point it's just become like a meme, and I accepted it, but I'm ready for that meme to end. Video evidence for everybody that we are gonna get one. This is a really crappy photo, but we got a Ford Performance knob in black. That should be here within a week or so we can finally solve that dilemma. I muted the mic so that no one can hear you.
I unmuted it, bitch.
No, you didn't.
This is what I look like if I was a gaming channel.
Don't, you're gonna ruin.
I don't hear them.
Yeah, because you're not in the.
Hello?
You're not in anyone's chat.
Put me in, put me in.
Watch.
We should stream more. I look like a fucking potato from this angle.
I just got confirmation of 2 things. The first thing being that I think we might be taking delivery of the Mark V Supra tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going in to pay for the car, which I'll probably film that, I think, just to show every single step in all the process and whatnot. And as much as we're not gonna see anything, it will be, I guess, a little bit exciting. So I probably will film that. But the car also might be arriving tomorrow. I don't know if I'll take delivery that day or I might do, but I'll for sure take delivery the next day if that's the case. And secondly, I also got confirmation that our full send project that I had mentioned you guys a couple weeks ago just cleared customs because it came from out of the country, and we will be getting it very soon. Now with that full send, I don't know when I'm going to be announcing it because I don't want to be doing the full send project and the Supra stuff at the same exact time, and I haven't even told you guys what's going to be happening with the Supra yet, which will be announced very, very soon. And then beyond all of that, SEMA is about 3.5 months away, and we have to also start getting ready for that. So I'm very, very excited, and there's so many things that I just kind of want to like tell you guys, but I want to hold out. I want to wait until I'm ready to show you guys, and I'm really looking forward to these next couple of steps that we're gonna be doing in the next month or so that we're gonna start announcing, because I'm gonna be changing the style here a little bit, and we're gonna be slowing it down and focusing more on the quality of content, which I'm hyped about. But before I say goodbye, I wanna let you guys know that Movement has some new accessories, some new stuff that they have beyond just their watches, which, as you guys know, I have all my watches, and right as I'm about to start playing games, I usually wear my blue tint glasses, but Movement has a lot of amazing stuff that I want to show you guys. And beyond just the watches, they started to release men's jewelry, which men's jewelry isn't everyone's thing. I totally get that, but they now have some really basic designs for rings and bracelets, and the bracelets are cool because they can be like worn with a watch. So I went out the other night and I was wearing some of this stuff. And like I said, men's jewelry isn't everyone's thing. But for me, in my last like year or so of my life, I used to kind of really frown upon it, meaning like it, not that I didn't like it, but it just definitely wasn't my thing. But lately, I've been really getting into more of, I don't want to say fashion, because it's not fashion, but I've just been going outside of my comfort zone. It's more fun to go outside of your comfort zone. So this is one of their bracelets that they have. I really like a lot. It's just really simple. It's literally just a like black band, but I like wearing it on the same hand as my watch rather than wearing it on a different one. I don't know why, but I really like that. These are brand new to their lineup, and they're really cheap too, which is a really good selling point. And then they have a couple rings here. Here are 2 options of rings that they have. I picked some of the more plain options. This is a little bit big for my pointer finger. I haven't really worn rings too much. I've worn them a little bit in the past, but I really like this one a little bit more. It almost looks like tungsten in my opinion, but it's a little bit thinner and fits a little bit more casually. But I really like the style, and it matches some of my more edgier outfits that I wear when I go out with Sabrina. But these are now all new on Movement, so if y'all wanna check it out, you can use my code TEACHER10 and save yourself 10% on all that stuff. I'll link everything down below, and that code applies to all their watches and even applies to their blue tint glasses, which I'm always wearing this when I'm playing games because it helps protect your eyes from the screen. So definitely pick that up if you guys are interested. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I'm so hyped that the Mustang is now revived and it's back, and we're soon going to be announcing what's going to be happening with that, so stay tuned. So many big things I'm like teasing you guys with but not fully telling you, so I apologize. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow at the Toyota dealership. Peace out and keep moving forward.